set is a collection of objects where each object is called an element or member of the set. I'm sure you can recognize some sets in and around you right now. Your family is a set. The books in your bag is a set, and I'm sure there are many sets you can identify. Let's think of one more relatable set for this session: the students in your classroom. If you look around this collection of students, you'll probably identify several other sets too. Depending on your classroom, you may notice these two sets which make up your class: the set of boys and the set of girls in the class. When we put these two sets together, they form a union. I'm sure you may also notice that some of the boys and girls in your class share something in common. This can be as simple as they wear glasses. This introduces a new region on the Venn diagram called the intersection, where the two sets overlap because the two sets contain students who wear glasses, regardless of their gender. We are going to focus on distinguishing between these two concepts in sets, as they often seem to get confused with each other. Not like the symbols resembling each other, just oriented differently helps the situation. However, we are going to memorize these symbols so that we can tell which symbol refers to a specific region on the Venn diagram. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to confidently distinguish between the union and intersection of two sets. Not to mention, you'll memorize the symbols of union versus intersection and identify the regions as well on the Venn diagram corresponding to union versus intersection. Let's begin with the classroom being the union of two very distinct sets in this scenario: the set of boys and the set of girls. The class comprises of the elements of the set B or G. The union is the collection of elements which belong to either set B or set G. Writing the union of the sets, we will use this symbol, which resembles a capital letter U. This means the union of the sets is written as B union G. How can we recall which symbol represents union? The word union begins with the letter U. Hence, think of the letter as a capital U for the word union to recall that the symbol for union is this particular shape. The intersection is the set of all elements which belong to both sets. This is the list of common elements, and we write that the set of students who wear glasses in the class are those who belong to B and G. While there are no boys in the set of girls and vice versa, we are only linking the two sets together by the trait that they wear glasses. This collection of students is written as B intersect G. The symbol for intersection looks like the union symbol, doesn't it? It's just upside down. Don't you agree this resembles a lowercase letter n, though? Just like the one found in the word intersection. Bet you didn't realize those symbols were hiding in plain sight within the names. Now that we've seen it like this, do you think you may be able to memorize the symbols for union and intersection? If you're in agreement with that, then I think you're ready to move on to the next part of this lesson. Certainly, you've heard the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. In mathematics, we love to use visual representations, and the topic of sets is no exception to this. Let's illustrate the sets which make up our classroom setting of boys and girls and those who wear glasses. Our Venn diagram represents all the students in the class, one each. We'll create two circles to represent these distinct groups of students. That is the set of boys as the set B, and the set of girls as the set G for the students in one each. We know that these two sets are going to be connecting to one another because of the collection of students in the class wearing glasses. Hence, we have a little overlapping region. Let's get into understanding the Venn diagram a little better so that we can correctly identify the regions which correspond to the union versus the intersection of these two sets. Our diagram will look a little something like this. Now, what if we were considering those students in the class who wear glasses? We are looking at the intersection of the two sets on the Venn diagram as the overlapping region between them. If we needed to list all the students who wear glasses, we will write out the list of names appearing in the overlapping region. What if we needed to list out all the elements of the union of these sets? The union refers to these two sets B and G, which also include the overlapping region. The elements of the union will consist of all the students in the class. Thus, we will write the list of all boys, all girls in the class. The union will list all the names without duplication, meaning if Jaden is a boy in 1H who also wears glasses, we will only write his name once. Why? We know that he belongs to the set B. And while he also wears glasses, we do not need to count him in both sets, since those members of the class who wear glasses are still members of the general groups of either boys or girls. Can you tell me which region is highlighted in yellow in this diagram? Since it highlights both sets, including the overlapping region, this must be the union. Very good. And what about this region in blue? What does it represent? Did you see the intersection? That's right. Since it is the overlapping region of the Venn diagram, this must be the intersection. Now that we can recall the symbols for union and intersection, as well as the regions on the Venn diagram corresponding to the union and intersection respectively, I think you're ready to try out this little activity now. We have this collection of leaves. Don't they look nice and unique? Do you notice that this set of leaves is a little different from this set of leaves? And these look like a combination of these two leaves. Look at the leaves carefully and try to place the leaves on the Venn diagram. Where would you put each leaf? To properly place the leaves in the Venn diagram, we're going to pay attention to the characteristic of color, meaning we're going to put these cream leaves together in one set. There aren't any other cream leaves, are there? Now, what about the green leaves? Well, these leaves are strictly green. And while these leaves have green, they also have cream in them, which means that they share a characteristic between the two sets, since they have the colors of the leaves in one set as well as the other. So we place them in the intersection. Now, wasn't that a nice activity to recollect how to arrange objects on a Venn diagram? Let's wrap up today's lesson. Looking at the Venn diagram of leaves, which leaves belong to A intersect B? Let's consider them. Do you think it's this set? How about this set? Or maybe this one? The correct answer is this set of leaves. And if I asked you which leaves belong to A union B, which set of leaves do you think we are talking about? Will it be this set or maybe this set of leaves? That's right, it's not just one set of leaves on the diagram, but all of these leaves are in the union. Now that you've seen the union and intersection of sets, share your knowledge with a friend to help them with confidently identifying and distinguishing between the union and intersection of two sets.